Alright, we are going to look at our chicken who has been mummifying for well over 20 days now. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys can see that. You guys see that very well. So it's still pretty clear. It's still pretty soft. I can still pick it up and it falls. So we got to clear that away. Oh, it does smell though. Dash, could you give me a little cup and the trash?
Tiny cup?
Yeah, just a little tiny cup. Yep, that smells like the chicken. That's fine. If you want to get a cup, you could do that too. Alright. Okay, you guys see that now? So it's starting to come out. You can kind of see that. So I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for us. I'm actually just gonna grab it. So while it was mostly still pretty thin and not wet at all, you'll see that some of it is still sticking to the chicken. So there is still some moisture that got pulled out of it. So it crumbles off, it's wet. It doesn't come off in those big chunks like we saw before, but it is coming off in chunks and it is still little. That salt is wet. Is that true, Dash?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Dash, if you could empty that out for me. Yeah, just go ahead and dump it all out. Dash says it smells. He made a face. Alright. And my little dog is over here and he is waiting for me to get something out. His little nose is trying to smell all over. Alright. So some of it just kind of flakes off, but some of it I kind of have to dig a little bit. So it's still coming off kind of in that chunk. So I'm just going to brush some of that out. Dash, do we have any paintbrushes?
You want a bigger one or a small?
Like a smaller one. You guys still see it?
What are you doing? Like this? We're not bigger than this.
No, that's fine. Okay, it had a whole lot of feathers. We'll see if it still does. Okay, what else? Do you guys remember anything about like...
little bubbles?
Yeah, it had like the little bubbles on it, like blisters almost. So we'll have to see if it still has those. Oh, I gotta get the inside. Did you guys have a Skype this morning with Senor Juarez?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of you? How did that go? Did you guys enjoy it at all? Extra pieces of skin, but they're not nearly as big now as they were. So that's about the only, that's the only free piece. It's just that little one that's right there. This is extra skin, but I can't really pull it or anything. I can just kind of fold it.
Is it hard or soft?
Dash, is it hard or soft?
Hard.
Okay.
Really hard.
Really hard? Okay, it's pretty hard. Can you guys hear that? You hear that at all? Alright. Alright, can you guys see inside that at all?
Yeah.
Do we have a flashlight? See if I can find a flashlight.
It's on Haley's desk.
So the skin here between the wings is really stiff. Last time it was still kind of loose. This time this is actually hard here. If I pushed real hard on that, that would actually probably crack. That skin is hard. So, alright, can you... does that help see it inside it at all?
Yeah.
What do you guys see in there?
A lot of dryers. Like, I can see a bunch of dead skin. I'm not sure what that is in there.
Okay.
It's like dead skin.
Yep, it is.
There's like a bunch of little thingies. Like, it's weird.
Like hanging down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So some of that is like the veins and the blood vessels. Now that they're all dried out, they're just kind of hanging there. Okay? And it's actually pretty deep now. All 2 fingers go in that.
It's a puppet show.
Hello, everybody. I'm the chicken.
You got a puppet.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit like a puppet.
Only a chicken puppet.
All right.
I don't think you want to use it. No.
So if I feel inside there, it is still a little bit wet in there. Even after 20 plus days, it's still kind of wet in there. And those parts where it was like blistery on the, this is hard to do, on the side there where it still had those pockets that had the water in it, those are mostly all empty. And I can't really, even if I push on them, I don't really feel anything. Oh, except for this one up here. Uh-oh. This one right here, I can still push it down. Having now seen enough of our late chicken pharaoh, I will begin the process of re-burying him into the sand or salt and our baking soda. So I would put our pharaoh there, and then we would cover him with the baking soda. Live well, children.